So as I'm sure you guys are beginning to see, the whole package for the Online Trading Mastermind really is quite comprehensive. It starts off with the Smart Trading Plan and System Development course. And Justine, you took me through when we were chatting off air the process that you've evolved this system up over time. Like it's not to get to where it is now. It's gone through quite a few revisions. Maybe you can bring us up to speed on that.
Yeah, I mean, I never set out to be an educator. I set out to be a trader, and people just kept coming to me and asking me to teach them because I was part of trading groups, and me being a bit of a person that when I get passionate about something, I want to tell everybody. So I'm always the one up there speaking at the trading groups and showcasing my trades and organising things. And I had a few people from the trading group say, "Can you teach me? I want you to take me to where you are. I want it to be educated, and I want you to mentor me." And it just sort of evolved from there with me just doing one-on-ones, and they tell somebody else, and it kept going. And then I got asked to teach at the local evening colleges, and it just developed all around there. And then I became too busy, and then I became pregnant, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't keep up with this. I love teaching and love trading, and because trading's only 30 to 40 minutes out of my day, I had the time to teach. But once a baby was coming along, that time wasn't quite there anymore. So, and I'm thinking, how can I continue to help my clients when I know I might not be able to be present for them all, while I'm having a baby and I've got this little baby at home. So I ran a teleconference course, and so all those people that were on my waiting list, we ran the program as a teleconference course, and they got so much out of it, and they said, can we do some more of this? And that's how the mastermind evolved. And I said to them, would you be interested if I put together a support group and we continue these teleconferences quarterly? Yeah. And they said yes. And so the mastermind evolved from there. And so I was running the main course as a teleconference, but what I found is people were having to wait for the next one to start, or they were coming to me when one was halfway in between. That in the end, I thought, well, I'm not helping people here because there could be a 6-month wait for the next one. So I ended up having them turned into MP3 recordings and re-recorded and turned into this online course now, so that people, as soon as they buy it, they can go online and they can do it then and there. Yeah. And then they're part of my mastermind community as well that I can continue to support. And they can be a part of that for as long as they choose to be each year. And also, wanting to support people with the trading records as well with the spreadsheet, because it's one thing to know what to do, it's another thing to know where you're at with your trading, because you've got to manage your risk in the market. So my whole goal for me is that's what my spreadsheet does. It manages, it's like my trading plan in a spreadsheet basically. I can't live without it. I look at it each day and I know where my portfolio head is. I know how much capital I have available. I've got the position size and calculated based on what my capital, where my capital is at that very moment, based on the positions I have open. So it basically tracks for me all the time, and I know if I can trade or not. So when David came to me and I wanted to package something together where I was able to basically give it all to you, or all my keys to success, basically, of what's made me a successful trader.
Yeah, and I think those three pieces of the puzzle there fit together so well. You've got the core training, and then you've got the management of the trades and your system as you get going, and then you've got the ongoing support, which I think really that's what most people are looking for, especially when they're starting out. Someone who they can bounce ideas off, someone who they can get some feedback on and say, here's what I'm doing, and that like-minded community. So really impressed with what you've done. We've put together the package, and you guys can get involved in this and get those three things that we just talked about there. The investment price for this is $16.97 AUD, and then if you do the conversion, if you're over in the States, that works out to be about $1,420 US approximately. Obviously, it's going to depend based on the exchange rate at that point in time. The value of the course itself, I would consider to be well over $2,000 at least, and what Justine's put into it, like the potential for how quickly you could pay that investment off. If you just imagine what happens if you get your trading plan right, and after all this amount of time, I know there's a lot of traders out there who've felt like they've done every course under the sun, haven't been getting the results that they're wanting though. Imagine if this course was the course that all changed for you. If you don't get involved, it could potentially, cost you a lot of time, a lot of effort. You could be missing out on cash, and if you are trading, it could also be very costly as well. So for me personally, I see it as a fantastic investment for you guys, and that's why I organised with Justine to bring it to you. I also chatted with Justine. She hasn't really done much of this before in the past, offering 100% money back guarantee, but you guys have been with me long enough to know that whenever I do anything, we stand behind exactly what we do 100%, because we know once you're in there, once you see the material, you can be confident that you've made the right decision. So Justine's agreed to offer that money back guarantee as well. So that'll give you the opportunity to jump in there, learn a little bit about what it is that Justine does, and even have time to start to implement some of the different methods and strategies. All we ask is that you let us know before the next mastermind call. So I'll be talking about when we're going to be opening up the online trading mastermind in a moment. But just let us know before that teleconference if it wasn't right for you, and we'll refund 100% of the money. But trust me, you'll want to stay in with us, because that teleconference, which is scheduled on the 7th of July, Justine's got some really fantastic things planned. Like we talked about, she'll be looking at how she traded over the previous financial year and giving the results and what's changed and where the market's up to, and that's going to be a call that you really want to be involved in. And those who have decided to stay on and be part of the mastermind definitely get access to that. So I know there's probably going to be a few questions floating around in your head, and we've had a few of them emailed in, so we just wanted to answer the top questions that came through, just to make sure that you guys make an informed decision when you decide to go ahead. So I think the first question that we've got is, what markets is this course for? So perhaps you can jump in, Justine, and let us know what markets is this for.
Well, I primarily trade shares and CFDs, so the course is all about trading shares basically, and CFDs are just a simulated share market. So you treat shares and CFDs the same, and I trade them exactly the same way. And you can replicate it across any market. Doesn't matter what country you're in. I mean, I trade the Australian market and the US market with my systems, but you can trade any market around the world with these systems, because it's all, it's all trend trading. You can also, if you are trading other instruments, I've had clients that have started off with my course and then they wanted to go into foreign exchange or another highly leveraged instruments. You've got the backing there. You understand how shares trend. You understand what you're looking for. You know what sort of entry signal. The things that may change might be your position sizing and how you manage your stop loss, because it's going to be highly leveraged. So you would manage things slightly differently from that end. But my course would give you a really good grounding if you wanted to move into another instrument. And that might be an evolution process, or you might just be happy, like myself, with shares and CFDs. I mean, I've been down the path of other instruments, and it's finding things that suit you and suit your lifestyle. And basically, I mean, anything that can be charted can be traded with my systems. You may just change a few rules when it comes to the money management. It's the two M's there, depending on the leverage of the instrument that you're trading.